What's in the pre-show?
Nothing really. I just hey, whatever.
That is a good pre-show then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick show all around. We're gonna bring it though. We're gonna bring the energy.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, we're the only two here. No one else showed up, which is fine. That's fine.
I mean, you're sounding super passive aggressive right now, but
what news was there? Oh, Rocketeer movie coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Rocketeer is one of those movies where, like, I don't know anyone who doesn't like it.
Oh, it's amazing. Any movie where there's crazy heroics and punching Nazis is a win. I mean, that's what Indiana Jones thrives off of.
Yeah, it does have that energy, It's charming, goofy, but, like, in a really fun way.
Exactly, yeah. And also, Bleeding Cool, I know, is saying that there's big earth-shattering Marvel news coming tomorrow.
Ooh, wow.
We'll talk about that on the Sunday show.
That hype train rolling, I guess.
Get the hype train going. We'll see. It's probably bullshit.
Well, I don't know. I mean...
Well, I was thinking with a Rocketeer movie coming, why not bring the Rocketeer comic back? Put Jason Aaron on it for an arc like they always do.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they could, if they want to, just make the Rocketeer, like, part of Marvel's golden age, Like, maybe he teamed up with the the Invaders back in the day.
Dude, that would be rad. That would be freaking awesome.
Hell yeah. I mean, get him to punch Nazis with Captain America. Yes. Who wouldn't want to read that?
Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. Yeah, this is one.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
It's kind of a lame week anyway. There's not much.
They're not all. It's noticed this trend lately, right? Where the first week of the month tends to be the lightest one these days.
Yup, it's like Easter famine. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. Another episode of This Geek in Comics, our Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Oh, shit. Shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
I tried.
Taylor pulling out. Hey, that's not your job here. Everybody whose job that is somehow not here.
It didn't occur to me that it was on me to do it until
it's on you to do all the extra cued stuff.
Ah, shit. Okay, I better go ahead and start prepping now.
Yeah, get your water ready.
Yeah.
It's the preview show where we talk about all the new comic books coming out this week. How's it going, Taylor? Good night. Everybody in Louisiana through Mississippi. We were talking about this last night on our news show, our weekly news show. Be safe. I mean, it's already been through, but, be careful and good luck cleaning up and all that. Be safe and careful, all that. But, man, we're in Nashville, and now we are getting just moshed by the remainder of this. And I don't know if you're keeping with the news. In the Nashville area, we had rain that was like cataclysmic flooding. You know?
Not too far from where we are in Humphreys County. It was a flash flood that came out of nowhere as far as most people are concerned. And
the weirdest story I heard is there was a couple of clerks who had 3 inches of water in the Dollar General, and they were just, going about their thing, going, oh gosh, there's water in here. And in an instant, it's like a wall of water just careened into the building, and messed it up. But anyway, so that's terrible. It seems we're getting 100-year floods, every 10 or so years, but I think that's
obviously there's no way to explain it, Gomer.
That's right.
Random bad luck, right?
We started the Distinguished competition, DC Comics.
Oh, an anniversary issue. I didn't realize Aquaman was up.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you haven't heard about it, because it's Aquaman.
All these Golden Age heroes came out in pretty rapid succession. So, we are making our way through a lot of their big names right now. I mean, Wonder Woman wasn't too long ago, and obviously Batman and Superman were a couple of years ago.
And every damn Batman villain is getting one.
I
mean, I don't know.
I can understand the Joker, but I feel like you got to draw the line somewhere. Like
Doctor Mr. Freeze. I always want to call him Dr. Freeze because he has his doctorate.
He is a doctor.
He is a doctor.
He's not a dick about it like Doctor Strange, but he does.
But yeah, it's a $10 big book. But all the best. Steve Epting, we're going to talk about him later. But yeah, Francis Manipool, Evan Doc Shaner. So yeah, there you go. And it's always
Well, yeah, these anniversary books always bring some really good talent to the table.
Yeah, 8 different covers. Nice Becky Cloonan cover here. I like
I'm
that.
not a big Aquaman guy.
Me neither.
Although I'm not a big Green Arrow guy either, but I did get that Green Arrow book a few weeks ago, and I did enjoy that. So this will be a game time decision for me.
I like this one. This is the modern cover. This is nice. That's the 2010s cover. That's rad. Anyway, moving on.
There are several characters on that cover that I don't know who they are. So
yeah, right. Batman Adventures. That's a trade. And then Fear State, the big Batman event begins. I'm off.
Unexpectedly, James Tinian's swan song with the character. I think.
Yeah, that is. It's his big finish. Scarecrow and Peacemaker -01, which is what I'm sure he likes to be called in passing. So yeah, there you go.
That is the proper way to say it, I suppose.
I don't think so, but whatever.
No, it's not. But
there you go. Batman Superman gets an annual. The Jean Lewin Yang. It's been solid, So yeah, I like how it's a flip book, sort of a flip. Hopefully it reads like that too, sort of like a mirror sort of story that ends in the middle for both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This has been a fun under the radar book.
It has.
It's been a great kind of homage to kind of the golden age in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's good old fashioned fun.
Rare Francesco Francavilla doing a DC book, although he's getting a lot more work over there at the big two. Batman Zero Year, great book. Snyder, Capullo. I mean, purple gloves.
This is actually where I jumped off of Scott Snyder's run back in the day. I never actually read this, so
it's good. I liked it.
I'm sure it's good, but yeah.
Here's another little weird thing. Although I'm not buying any of those books that we've been talking about. You can buy Death Metal #3 with a soundtrack special edition that comes with a little record with a song on it. Moving on.
Well, I mean, as far as promotions go, that's a novel one at least.
Sure, I guess. You're chipper today. You're being very optimistic about all this nonsense.
I mean, I know that you're going to be an onslaught of negativity. I feel like I have to work harder to balance that since it's just me.
Static continues with its 6-issue miniseries. It's been solid.
It's been good so far. Yeah,
solid. Swamp Thing trade, the Mark Russell, Phil Hester run from not all that long ago. Relatively speaking with the character, but it's not a bad run. And then finally, we get Teen Titans Academy and the only DC book I'm picking up this week, Wonder Girl #3. Man, I usually pick up the variants on this just because it's, a little bit more diverse. It's a little different, little taste of something else with the awesome Joelle Jones art you're getting in the middle. But man, she looking right into my soul. It's beautiful. Beautiful, because this is a rad cover too. The Mateo Scalera. I mean, he ain't a slouch.
That's pretty cool. But
man,
I mean, every time we've mentioned this book, I mean, we inevitably circle back to the amazing artwork.
It's so good.
This is one of those cases where I wouldn't want to replace Joelle Jones with another artist, no matter how talented they might be.
Yeah. Oh no, they shouldn't. So yeah, kind of a weak week at DC, and that continues with the rest of the books. September 1st, these are dropping on Wednesday. Everybody else starting at Image. Image has basically nothing. They do have the Beauty, all good things. This is an okay series when it happened. It's sort of like people get a disease where you become beautiful, and like people wanted to catch the disease so they would become beautiful, but then years later something happens, and I don't know. Commanders in Crisis. Everybody I know who was reading this sort of fell off of it. It's basically a crisis, like a DC style crisis at a third party publisher, not a big two. And it's hard to pull that off when you don't have the continuity, to back it up. So
yeah, I mean, sounds like a tall order for sure.
Yeah. Firepower, Kirkman and Samney's suburban martial arts sale continues. It's been good. And then Geiger. This is the Jeff Johns and Gary Frank book. End of the first arc. Man, this book, it's just been mediocre, but like every last page, every time I turn to the last page, I'm like, oh, And it's like, oh, I want to read the next one. And I do. And it's like, man, why am I doing this? I'm bored all the way through it until the end, you know?
Well, I mean, anything that's being drawn by Gary Frank is going to be, a treat for the eyes.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah, David seems to like it. It's consistently in his
Dave likes it.
top 3, but sounds like
it's not. Yeah,
kind of just meh on the story.
It is meh. Merca and Adolfo Sweet Paprika #1 gets a second printing, and they're releasing issue #2. We'll talk about Merca and Adolfo later on as well. Savage Dragon, Spawn, of course. Undiscovered Country. From what I've heard, this is the best book that I'm not reading. I read 3 issues and I hated it, and then everyone's like, "Oh man, it got so much better." So maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. And then Walking Dead reprints. But yeah, that's it at Image. Kind of a weak week there, even though there is,
I mean, always with the Walking Dead reprint.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of an occasion where there isn't a Walking Dead reprint.
Oh, it feels like it's every week they're releasing those. Moving on to Dark Horse, Black Hammer Reborn. This has been solid. Jeff Lemire, Caitlin Yarsky. It's been solid. Black Hammer, it's hard to go wrong. This is kind of interesting. Lucky Devil #2. This is by Cullen Bunn. This is about a dude whose exorcism goes wrong, and he keeps the powers of the demon, but the demon is exorcised. Really fun art, a really cool premise, but it's only 4 issues. I'm not really sure, how much damage they can really do in terms of story. But I will be reading it. And then Parasomnia, also by the aforementioned Cullen Bunn. So you got a twofer. Also got Andrea Moody on this, which is really good art. This is sort of weird. This is like almost like Freddy Krueger meets Twin Peaks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, like dreams and real cerebral, but it's weird. But
I feel like you already covered that with Freddy Krueger, but
well, I don't know. Freddy Krueger got the whole dream angle. It's all about dreams. I don't know. And then the other Witcher, more Witcher books, and then Worst Dudes by Aubrey Sitterson. It's not bad. Almost over, penultimate issue. IDW has basically nothing. They do have the Marvel Action Origins. It's all ages Marvel stuff. High Republic Adventures, all ages Star Wars stuff. Sonic, always good. But Transformers #34. We do have King Grimlock solicited. This is not coming out. This is not shipping. I didn't get it
by a delay, and they didn't get it updated on the site then.
Exactly. Diamond has not updated it, but this book, I really don't think it's coming out, just from my communication I've had with IDW this week. So don't look for that. But this is the best book they're putting out, in my opinion, in terms of Transformers. The first issue was fantastic. So I'll be looking forward to it when it does come out. Now, Marvel Comics is very disappointing this week. Avengers 48, great.
Yeah, we got the Winter She-Hulk. So this is a
Winter She-Hulk. I like the art. I like, the big gorilla man. He's going to get his ass handed to him in this. Look, oh, here she comes. She pissed. Oh, man. I love this. Look, he's begging. Let them have me, please. Oh, man. See, that should be fun. A lot of people shit on Aaron's run. I've been enjoying it.
I mean, it seems to be...
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly, Eli. Exactly.
Yeah. But, I mean, it seems like no one in our circle here is down on the Avengers. We all seem to find it consistently
I keep hearing people hating on it. And I get it. It's not your typical, cut and dry superhero.
I mean, this is a flagship book, and so, like, there's always going to be a contingent of people shitting on it,
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Captain Marvel #32, Last of the Marvel, starts here. I actually want to pick this up because of the news that Marvel might be coming back. So I might pick this up.
So they got you.
They might, exactly. They might have gotten me. Yeah. I mean, I should be reading this anyway. It's Kelly Thompson.
It is good. Yeah, I mean,
she's great,
Kelly Thompson's a great great writer.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's good regardless,
but yeah, this event they kind of looping me in. But the big book, maybe one of 2 big books, but the big of the big, Dark Ages, man. The man who can do no wrong, Tom Taylor, Ivan Coelho. I mean, I love that dude. And the preview is just stunning. This is a book that got delayed by the pandemic, and now it's finally coming out. And I love it. This next page where all the spider people are all freaking out at the same time. Oh, it's great, man.
Yeah.
So this is an obvious, Elseworlds. This is not within normal ongoing continuity. I mean, this tells you right here, they're still at the school. Apocalypse is still in the regular world instead of off with his old lady wherever they went, which we'll never know now. I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah, I'm all over this book.
Back to it eventually, but
yeah, I'm all over this book. Every review I've read, I hadn't gotten it spoiled, but every review I read said it's awesome, and you're gonna love the twist. The thing that causes the thing. So, I don't know what variant I'm gonna get. We get this great blank variant. You there, Taylor? Oh, you're in and out, bro. Great in-hook Lee variant. He's still in and out. He can't hear me. This awesome Scotty Young variant. This is the one I might look for, but it's going to be hard to find.
Yeah.
You may want to jump out and jump back in, Taylor.
We saw first preview.
Oh, yuck. Anyway, Dark Ages, it's going to be great. Tom Taylor can do no wrong. He's hit so hard on everything that he's had for me lately. And he works best, I think, outside of the typical universes when he's working with stuff that doesn't matter to the main continuity of the universe, like a Dark Ages, like Injustice, like Deceased, his zombie book. So, yeah, I'm stoked for that. We're both actually in the storm's path. It's died down a lot. I hate talking like we're, getting a hurricane. But yeah, we're in the remnants of Ida right now in Middle Tennessee. But it's nothing like they've gotten in Mississippi, like they got there. So you're back with us, Taylor. Dark Ages.
Hope so. Can you hear all right?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Dark Ages, this got a maybe from me the second I find out it's Tom Taylor writing it. I'm glad to hear that it's getting good reviews. I think I will probably check it out. I doubt I'm going to be looking into like tie-ins for this. But
yeah, I haven't seen any announced. That doesn't mean they can. It's 6 issues. It's going to go 6 months, so they could still have something in the pipe, But
and I did see the Scotty Young variant while I was trying to.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, Scotty Young always does cute shit, but this is especially good, I think.
Yeah. The other big one, I think, at least halfway, Demon Days, Cursed Web. This is Peach Momoko's. It's basically her line over there.
Yeah.
At Marvel, where she just does her own unique style, tells these sort of Marvel stories wrapped up in mythology. Yeah, they're quite good.
I mean, it's a Peach Momoko art book. The story is pretty tropey. Like when I was reading through that last issue, you saw what was going to happen coming from a mile away, but that's not the point. This book looks fantastic. Definitely worth a pickup, I think. Yeah,
I think so too. It's on my list. I think I'm getting anything that has to do with the X-Men anyway. And I don't think this is, but knowing my shop, they'll throw them in there.
I mean, the vaguest of associations with the X-Men here.
Yeah. Hellions number 15. That's a hot book over at the X-Men. Marauders getting collected. Oh, I don't want to skip this. Last Annihilation, Hulkling and Wiccan. I'm all over this. Anthony Olivieri and Jan Bazaldua. I don't even know who those folks are. I don't care. I'm all in on Last Annihilation. Everything I've read that has Last Annihilation stamped on the front has been great. And this preview looks terrific. That preview looks awesome. Yeah, I'm all over this book too. Last Annihilation has been so much fun. Nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening. They're just talking about things happening. But Al Ewing can just write a damn book. But we'll see how the tie-ins go this week. What else? New Mutants number 21. It's been a fantastic book. I mean, early on when it was Hickman, I think Brisson doing it back and forth, it meandered a lot. But since Vita Ayala has jumped on it, it's been consistent. It's been all about the youth, the corrupted youth of Krakoa. It's been great. And it's great. Looks terrific. Oh, man, where you at? It looks awesome. Still there? Yeah, I'm all over this book, too. Last Annihilation has been so much fun. Oh, let me remove him. I'll bring it back in a second. Star Wars High Republic number 9. Best Star Wars stuff on the shelf right now. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, Hickman's stuff was good. Wilson's stuff was mediocre, but
Oh, you still there, Taylor? Oh, he's not. We'll bring him back in a second. Sinister War. I don't want to. I know I'm jumping around because I'm getting distracted. This is the worst preview show ever. But yeah, Star Wars is awesome. Web of Spider-Man. It's like an all ages sort of Spider-Man. Not really my cup of tea, but it's all right. Yeah, and that's basically it over at Marvel. I mean, there's a couple of must-read books. There's the typical X-Men, but nothing else really. I don't know. I think it's kind of a weak week. You still there, Taylor?
I'm trying to be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Dynamite. Usually we just talk about the Swiss cheesecake over here, and there's plenty of it. But we do want to talk about Red Sonja number 1. Yes, another Red Sonja number 1. I think this is volume 23. Mirko Andolfo. So yeah, that's a good pickup for a writer on Red Sonja. I think it'd be better if she was doing the art, but hey, whatever. Lots of variants for that first issue. Yeah, and that's about it at Dynamite. We got.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a talented roster of writers who have been writing Red Sonja over the years.
Yeah. So we'll see what she brings to that character. Basilisk number 4. That's a big read over at Boom. Magic the Gathering. Many Desolate the Stars getting good reviews, and we only find them when they're dead. Again, these are all must-read books, but it's hard to talk about them, because they're just, I don't know, it's Boom. Boom, when they do stuff that's great, it goes on and it's consistently good. So I don't even talk about Marvel and DC books that are like consistently good every week. But moving on, there's a couple of books here I know I want to talk about, and we'll be able to get through it quick because I know Taylor ain't reading anything over in the smaller press. But Ron Mars and Marco Castiello are doing a book called Almost American, which is about the real-life Janusz and Victoria Newman, who got caught up in red tape and bureaucracy and the spy game, and it's based on the real-life story of real-life spies. And yeah, it's awesome, dude. The art looks great. I actually got an early copy. It reads really good. I actually know like the background of this story. I watched a documentary or something on it. Yeah, it's a great read. It's on Aftershock Comics. Definitely give it a peek. And then yeah, there's not much else, but there is one more book that I know I want to talk about, if I can remember it while I'm streaming through the books. Money Shot number 14. The new artist is very iffy, but still a solid read. And Resilient number 1. We'll see if that's any good. Where is it? Here it is. Telepaths number 1. It's on AWA. It's J. Michael Straczynski and Steve Epting. There's a bunch of solar flare storms. An event happens, and a bunch of people get psychic powers. That's the premise, and then it goes on from there. It's solid. Again, I've read this one already. It's really good. J. Michael Straczynski is awesome. He might be the next showrunner on Doctor Who. That's a little rumor running around. But yeah, that's it.
Oh, that'd be pretty rad.
Yeah, it would be rad. I didn't know if you were here. I can't tell if you're here or not.
Like you said, I don't have much to say about that. But,
yeah, I must be so delayed too. I must be delayed. Anyway, yeah, that's our show. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I think this has been our best preview show yet.
It definitely wasn't.
Definitely was. Go to outrightgeekery.com. Check out all the other shit we got going on. The Comic Book Bullies did last night. I was so busy at my gig today that I did not have a chance to listen, but I will. I am planning on listening tomorrow. We also got all kinds of shows throughout the week with Big Willie. Come back for our Sunday night show. We're talking about the news and all kinds of awesome. Thanks everybody for listening, but most of all, thanks to this Joker for hanging out with this Joker.
Glad to do it.
We're gonna do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Cut yourself short. You should do it every week.
I'm not going to.